Hi guys, welcome back to today's video. If you don't know me, my name is Duamel Bentley. Hi, nice to meet ya. If it's your first time in the channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, hit notification, and binge watch, honey. It's a thing. And if you're not new here, thank you for coming back. Welcome back to the House of Dufe. Girl, with the title, I am sure you know, we have gone down for the hunt for that beautiful, intense, crazy, iconic red lipstick. I personally have had, give me 1 second, I'll tell you how many chances to try. All right, you guys, so I have 37 red lipsticks in front of me, and I am going all the way in. We have mattes, we have velvet mattes, we have glosses, we have regular lipsticks, we have hybrid formulas. We have really gone in. I have made sure to look for that bright shade that I am looking for. Now, what's on the list that we're looking for? We want brightness, boldness, beautiful color that's gonna complement not only the skin tone, not only my skin tone, but everybody's skin tone, as well as good looking teeth, right? I feel like those are the things that I want, but I also want them a little bit cooler. Some of them are cool, some of them are neutral, some of them are really, really warm. So let's see what the heck I'm getting myself into. I have everywhere from Gucci, Chanel, I have Fenty Beauty, Stila, YSL, I have everything going to Flower Beauty, to Makeup Revolution, to KKW. Girl, we have pretty much everybody and their mother here. We're having a party, everybody's wearing a mask. Let's get started because I'm cringing. So the first one I want to actually get started with is the Fenty Beauty lipstick. This is such an iconic packaging. I really have been looking at this guy for months at this point. Red is such a color that I feel like it's so beautiful. Every time I've worn red, it makes me feel glamorous and beautiful. And I saw a TV show called Ruby. If you've seen Ruby, hit the thumbs up because you know, girl, she was wearing this lipstick and she was the baddest bee with this on. And I was like, I don't know if I like it, but every single time I would go to Sephora, I'd be like, hey, I'm looking for the super red lipstick. Like, these are the keys that I'm looking for. They would always recommend this. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead, try this and see if this really works. First initial impressions, I really did like it. Again, packaging is extremely beautiful and I am ready to put it on my lips. So let's get started, guys. Doesn't really have a fragrance at all. So that's good for any of you guys that are concerned about fragrances. This is a matte lip. Now, my lips are a little bit dry because I have been trying all of this on camera. I did apply some lip balm on, but it dried off. So let's get into it and see how these look. So this is what that color looks like. I'm gonna tell you something. I feel like it really just depends, at least this color in particular. It depends on who's wearing it, how it looks. I feel like this looks a little bit more bricky. I really like it, but do I think this is the red tone for me? The one that I'm looking for, the intensity, the brightness? No, I don't think she's the one. However, I love the application, I love the formula, I love the wand, I love the packaging, and I love how this looks. I'm just right now on the hunt for that particular red lip. So I'm gonna say she's amazing and incredible, would definitely recommend her. I think she's very affordable, but she's not winning the title today. She's a little bit more brownie bricky than that intensified, really bright, beautiful red that I'm looking for. So let me take this lipstick off and let's get on to the second one. Between lipsticks, I am applying a little bit of my trusty lip balm because I just don't want this to get too crazy. However, I wanted to mention that the formula that I have come to try on the Fenty Beauty lipsticks, the liquid lips, are really comfortable to wear. They're not drying They're not powdery and dusty like some of what I've come to find. Some of the liquid lips that are mattifying can sometimes be a little dry, a little powdery, and a little crumbly. Thankfully, out of the ones that I have here, very little to none are like that. I just personally don't like that at all, and I stray 110% away from that. So I wanted to notate that all of the formulas that I have on here that are matte are gonna be very velvety, very natural, very comfortable to wear. Gucci lip color and iconic packaging, very heavy. Price point is very affordable compared to what the brand is, and if you compare their clothing to their bags, things like so, for being a luxury brand lipstick, it's very affordable. The shade is so beautiful. The actual packaging is just beautiful, very minimalistic, but high-end as well. It has Gucci emblemed, I'm not sure how to say that, but it has it emblemed, and I love it. So let's go in and get this gone. This formula is a velvety matte formula. All right guys, so this is the Gucci Lip On. I made a video talking all about the Gucci products. If you haven't watched that, that will be linked down below. Don't forget to watch and subscribe so you don't miss any of the craziness in the channel. I really like this formula. It looks a little bit more glossy than usual just because I have the lip balm underneath it. However, something that I really liked about this formula, and if you see the video that will be linked down below, you'll hear more about it, is that it's really comfortable to wear. The color is really beautiful. I think it's bright, but I also think it's great for everybody. And looking at it in camera, I feel like it looks a little bit more warm than it does in person. I really like the formula and the color. However, I don't think this is also that red lip that I'm like hitting all of the marks that I needed to do. So I'm gonna take this formula off. I went to Sephora and I was asking for this beautiful red lipstick, and they suggested the Stila one. They didn't have it in stock in Sephora, so I went and purchased it online, and let's see if I love and if it works. It does have a very nice fragrance to it. It smells a little vanilla, but nothing too overpowering or crazy. This is a matte formula as well. This is the Stila lip product placed on the lips. I think this is a really beautiful red. I almost want to call it more of a neutral red. I don't really think it's that warm nor extremely cool. It does fall more into the cool family than it does on the neutral warm. I think this is such a beautiful color. I think the formula wears very naturally. Be warned, there might be questionable lip lining in this video, but girl, after 37 lipsticks, I think at this point I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I really do like this formula. Again, it feels really comfortable. It's not sticky or extremely drying. Color is beautiful. However, I'm still not there. I almost want to just give it a little bit more of like intensity. I feel like a lot of these cooler toned reds are not as intense as I would normally like them to be. So I do think this is a beautiful color. I would absolutely wear all of the ones that we've done for any occasion to look and feel glam. I think it works really well. However, we're on a mission, girls. We're on a mission, ladies. We're on a mission, gentlemen, boys. We're on a mission. So let me take this one off and let's go on to the next one. The next lipstick I want to try is one of the iconic lipsticks from MAC. This is such a good one. It's such an intense one. Everybody talks about this one. And it's called Ruby Woo. It's a mega ultra matte formula. I think it's really cute. I'm just a little bit concerned that it's not gonna be that intense lip that I'm looking for, but let's see how it works. Or excuse me, retro matte lipstick. That's the correct term for it. It feels really comfortable. I really like this one. I feel like it's very vibrant in red. It's not bricky, it's just red. So I really like that one. So far, she's on the top of my list. Let's put her to the side and and see what's up. It feels really comfortable, even though it's a retro matte. A lot of people have claimed that this formula is a little bit dry. I mean, it feels really good, really comfortable, and the color looks incredible. I think it just really works. So I'm pretty happy with it so far. I'm feeling like, and that's what we're looking for here. So let me take it off and let's go off to the next one. I took that off. Let's go on to the next one. This one is from the company Dose, and this is Dose of Colors, and we'll see what happens here. This one promises very bright, so I'm excited to try this one. Now, as you can see here, this is what I'm talking about. You can't really go by what the actual color looks like. If you look at the color here and you look at my lips, this looks like it's gonna be a very intense red. And it's almost like a neon red, but with a very yellow undertone, or excuse me, a very orange undertone with a hint of pink, I wanna say. I think it's really beautiful. It almost reminds me of like a really corally type tone red. However, it's not hitting the mark that we needed to. I will tell you this, Dose Colors has beautiful selection of colors. I think these colors last a very, very long time. So if you're a person looking for a very thin matte formula that's really wearable and comfortable, that's also very bright, I think this is an amazing opportunity. And I don't think this looks bad at all. I really, really like it. I'm looking, again, we're in that mission. All of these so far have been incredible, and I've loved every single one of them because they look incredible. They have felt incredible. They haven't been overly drying to the lips whatsoever. However, Mama's looking for that red. So let me take this off and let's get on to the next one. As moving on to the next one, I am going to be using the YSL lipstick. Now, this lipstick in particular, I haven't really tried anything from YSL. If you guys wanna see me do a couple of reviews on YSL's products, let me know on the comment down below. I will be so happy to try anything from YSL. I like their fragrances, so I'm excited to try this lipstick. This came in a Sephora little holiday bundle kit that's such a good deal, you guys, and that video will be coming up fairly soon here. If it's not, it's gonna be down in the link down below so you guys can watch it. So let's get this going. So that is the YSL Red Lip On. I really like this feel. It's very balmy. The color was very quick to go on my lips. Now, of course, this is a regular lip formula, so this will not last you as long as a matte lip formula would. However, I think this is really beautiful red. I think it's very classic red. I like it. I like the finish and I like the color. Now, what I'm only missing here, I wish it was just a little bit cooler toned and a little bit brighter. But other than that, I think this is such a beautiful red that a lot of people would really come to enjoy, and it feels really luxurious on the lips. Let me take this one off and let's get to the new lipstick because I still haven't found her. Where are you? Are you in my 37 amounts here? I'm crossing my fingers it is because these lips, girl, they're going through it. Up next, we have a liquid matte lip from Too Faced, and this is the packaging. I really love the packaging of this as well. Let me see if it has a scent. So far, the YSL didn't have a scent that I could recognize. This one has a little bit of a scent, but nothing too crazy. It's also very, very, I wanna say faint. This looks like a really beautiful red. I wanna tell you a really quick story because we have a lot of red lipsticks to try and I don't wanna, if you guys have made it so far to this, thank you so much for watching. I was doing a makeup I was working at the time in Macy's. They have a section called, what was that section called? Impulse Beauty. And they have Too Faced there. And I was doing this beautiful girl's makeup. Her skin was very rich and deep and just gorgeous. And she wanted a red lipstick. And we looked up and down for every red lipstick that we could find. And this one just looked so incredible on her. This is another formula that I really have come to enjoy. I like the vibrancy of this red lip. It's very cool toned. It's very nice and bright. It's similar, I would say it's very, very similar to the Fenty Beauty one. However, I feel like the Fenty Beauty has a little bit more of that brickiness to it. This one's a little bit more of that deeper toned true red. I really like it. I'm still looking for something maybe a little bit more brighter, but I think this is the second favorite of the pile, so let's put her on the winner's side. Let me take her off and I'll be right back. Next up, I have Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this one is really beautiful, very vibrant, so I'm excited to try this on the lips and see if it's the one. We'll see. Doesn't really have a scent that I can pick up. Okay, so let me let that dry for like a second. I don't know about you, but I feel like it goes on really, really vibrant. So I was like, uh-oh, hold on, I think this is gonna be it. But when it dries down, it's a little bit pinky and it loses its intensity. Now, I'm not saying it's not beautiful, it's very beautiful. It looks really beautiful within my complexion, and I feel like it would look really great with a lot, if not every complexion that wants this vibrancy. I'm just not feeling it all the way out, just because it looks a little dusty, a little powdery. It feels like as it dries throughout the day, it might crumble. I haven't had that experience yet with Anastasia Beverly Hills. However, this is really beautiful. It's just a little bit too dusty looking, but it started out really great with the intensity. I think it looks great, but I'm gonna give it a pass just because it's not the formula that I'm looking for, nor the intensity. Before I actually take the Anastasia off, it's fully dried and I wanna show you guys. It is a little dry. It feels very velvety, almost like the actual velvet material. But me moving my lips, it's not budging or anything, and it's very comfortable. But out of all of the formulas that I have used here, this is the one that looks the most powdery matte, versus the rest of them have looked more, the pigment settled in, but this one's just almost like if it had a little baby felt hairs in it. I don't know, but it's not budging, which is really good. So let me take her off and let's continue. So next one out is going to be the Kylie Cosmetics. This is going to be such a different environment for me. I've never really tried anything from Kylie Cosmetics before on my skin nor on this channel. Something I really liked about the Kylie brand is that it came with a lip liner that I really did come to enjoy as well. Right here. So I think that's really cool and really convenient. Kylie's lip kits smell a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. They smell a little like vanilla vomit. If that's like a thing, that's it right here. How you doing, girl? So this is a matte formula as well. This is the Red Velvet Lip On. I really like the formula. I feel like it's very comfortable to wear. It looks really, really great. I think this is definitely another one that's going into the winner's pile. It's very bright. It's not so warm, but not so cold. I think it makes my teeth look nice and bright, which is definitely a plus, and it works really well within my complexion. And I think this is a really good one for a lot of complexions as well. Now, something that I want to mention is that all of these lipsticks I love all of the ones that we've tried. Me putting them in a pile that is not guess the winning pile doesn't mean that I'm not using them or I don't love them. I do, and I 100% will use them. It's just that today, you and I were in the hunt for that red lipstick. So, let me take her off and let's get to it. This is one of my favorite skincare brands, and this is Shiseido. Shiseido revamped their makeup line maybe like I want to say 3 years ago, and they came out with these really beautiful velvet lipsticks. These are matte, and this is exotic red. I think this is such a beautiful shade of red as well. It's a little bit more of that cooler toned red. I feel like, for example, my mom would really like this tone and she would enjoy using it. It's just more of a serious tone. I don't think this is gonna be her, and when I say her, I mean like the red that goes on the throne. However, I think this is such a beautiful formula, a beautiful color, that I wanted to include it because it's part of the red. All right, you guys, so this is a formula on the lips. I 100% love how these feel, how quick it was to apply. I think the color is extremely beautiful. I would 100% wear this as an everyday color. I feel like it's just so complimentary. It just looks incredible and it feels even better. However, it's just not bright enough, but it's on its way. I love you, but I think I'm gonna move on. All right, you guys, so moving on to, secretly, I kind of feel like she's gonna be the one. So I'm a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. Let's try her on. This is the KVD, or the Kat Von D. And this is going to be, what shade? Let's see here, Outlaw. This is a very tiny little version of it. You can get this at Sephora or Ulta. I got this also in the holiday bundle they have for lipsticks. Again, that video will be linked down below. It's such an iconic bundle. And if you haven't watched it, watch it. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and notify that little bell to notify you, so this way you don't miss any of the craziness. And binge watch, honey, it's a thing. Now this is a matte formula as well. This looks like the brightness Mama is looking for. I am just praying that it's not extremely orange nor extremely blue. Let's see. Doesn't smell like anything either. Let's see how I feel about her. Let's let her dry down and let me see what I think. I don't know if she's the one. Are you the one, girl? I just think she's lacking the brightness. I really like it. I really do like it. I think it looks great. I'm just looking and I'm kind of like missing that intensity. I just feel like it's a little bricky. Reminds me a lot of the Fenty Beauty as well. I really like it, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Which one's been your favorite so far? So I have her off already. I think like this looks right. This looks good, but when I put it on, I was like, je ne sais pas. Let's see with this one, the Chanel, iconic Chanel. I really like this brand. I really like this lipstick. And I already know how much I love it. I recorded a video, which again will be linked down below as well. And I really came to love this Chanel lipstick. And I definitely think this is definitely one of the favorites here. It's a really convenient and fun formula. The reason why it's convenient and fun, you have 2-in-1, which is extremely great. The price for being Chanel is extremely affordable, as well as this is a matte lip that you can gloss up. You need to gloss up because if you don't gloss it up as soon as you put it on, it's gonna be very sticky. However, if you don't like extremely glossy lips, you can put as much or as little as you want from this of the gloss on and pat it back out and it'll completely stay on the lips. So let's put her on. This one has a very nice fragrance. It's a very soft vanilla. I really like that. Something I also came to really enjoy about this formula is that you can really play with the intensity of how red you want these lips to look. I normally do 2 coats because I want it to be very intense, but I feel like 1 coat just really works really well. So we want to let this dry before we put the gloss on. The gloss is clear, and I think the gloss is clear magic. The gloss doesn't really have a scent at all. You can do as much gloss as you wish with this gloss, lipstick, liquid lip. You can do whatever you want. If you want to go for a second coat, you can. However, I think this works and it does it really well. I love the vibrancy of this red. I never thought that Chanel would have such an intense red for me. This is definitely the intensity, the coolness, and the warmthness that I like and I'm going for. I just wish that this was full matte. But the cool thing about this, it is transfer proof. You can eat, you can drink, you can do whatever you want. and you won't have any issues. Quick proof. Nothing. I have a little bit of foundation there, but nothing. And I really like that. And of course, as you kiss away or eat away, the gloss will come off, but once it comes off, there's no issues, no problems. It looks matte, iconic, I love it. The next lipstick we have is from Ulta Beauty. This is going to be the Velvet Matte Lip Crying in Lava. This looks like it's definitely gonna be in the cooler section. But what I've come to learn is that you literally don't know, because quick example is the KVD one. It just looks so bright and stunning, but when it dries down, it dries a little bit different. So let's see what the heck does Ulta Beauty have in store for us. I just don't necessarily know if she's the intensity I'm looking for. She almost looks a little brownie brickful to me. Really cute. I love the application. It's just like so fast. I love it. I love the shade. It almost reminds me of almost like a red velvet brownie. Love it. However, she's just not as intense as we need her to be. So even though you're incredible and I love you, you look incredible on, we're just moving on. Let me try a second one from Ulta. This one's called Ruby, and we already know I love the pencil application for. Let's see, because even though this is called Ruby, it looks darker. Let's see what's going on. It looks a little bit more plummy. I would expect Ruby to be a little bit more vibrant and red, but we'll see. Girl, do you see this? What kind of Ruby is this? So far out of what we're looking for. This to me is more of a plum, like a red plum moment. I really love it. I think it looks really beautiful. I think a lot of skin tones will handle this flawlessly. I love the application. The feel is super luxurious, and I love the color in general. Just again, not necessarily what we're looking for, but I definitely found something that I wasn't expecting to find. So I love that. I've never tried anything from KKW Beauty in this channel. This is really interesting. Lipstick packaging, it's completely clear. It almost reminds me of the Container Store. I don't know if this looks extremely innovative and ultra high fashion, or if it just looks plastic. Like, it is plastic, but you know what I mean. If it looks very childish like. This is from the KKW collection. When she launched her red, she had several reds and I really liked them all, but I felt like Classic Red, which is this shade, was kind of calling out my name a little bit more, even though that I actually wanted all of them. This is a regular lipstick formula, and let's see how this works. I love how bright this red lipstick is. It reminds me a little bit of the Dose colors. This is definitely more of that glossy, regular lipstick feel formula. However, I really like it. I think this is the right intensity. It's just a little bit too warm for my absolute loving. But I think this is such an iconic red. I think I was actually really surprised with this. I'm gonna put her in my favorites pile because of how intense and comfortable this formula is, and it looks really beautiful. So go KKW. This also came in the Sephora box, which is really cool because I get to try different ones that I never would have thought to try. So let's put it on. Okay. Now, I'm not obsessed with lipsticks that have this glossy finish to them. I either like the matte or really, really glossy. But I really like this. I think it's really beautiful. The intensity is actually really on point. I don't think it's that warm, but not that cool. And I think it has that vibrancy of the red that I'm obsessed with looking for. So she's going on the favorites as well. This is from Ulta. This is Bare Minerals. Doesn't really have a scent either. What do you guys think? This almost reminds me a little bit more of a watermelon tone rather than so much of a red tone. I think it's a beautiful tone. I think it's a beautiful formula. It feels really comfortable on the lips. I hadn't really tried anything from these guys before. I think it's really beautiful and I think it looks incredible. It's just a little too pink watermelon vibes for me rather than that red that I'm seeking. So I'm gonna put her on the not pass pile, but I really actually love this color. Definitely a watermelon vibe, but not the red we're looking for. From Clinique is this beautiful red lipstick. This is called Ginger Flower. It looks really great. However, it's a little too pink for my liking. I don't necessarily feel like it's that intense nor that bright. So I love, but I'm moving on. Smashbox lipstick. I don't have the name of this one, unfortunately. It's scraped off, but I think this is such an iconic color. Let's see if it's the color that I'm looking for, and I don't even know I had it already. This looks really beautiful as well. I just don't, again, think that this is the right shade, the right formula. It feels really great on the lips, but I think it's in that family of those watermelon-y reds versus that intense, vibrant, hello, I'm here, look at me red. Miss Clinique, and this is called Red Alert. This has the formula of hydration infused in the center of it. All right, so looking at it from first instance, I definitely like the shade. I think it's a beautiful red. I think it's one of the favorites that I've had so far within the range of the intensity that I'm looking for. So I'm gonna move her on to the favorites pile. I really like how intense it is. And with Clinique, I am going to do their little chubby stick. This is so cute. I think this is definitely a great option. They normally have sales with all of their little chubby sticks on, and this is incredible. So let's see if this is gonna win the trophy. I think it's really similar to the other Clinique one, the Red Alert. I really like it. I don't love how balmy it is. I prefer them to be a little bit more mattified, but I really, really like it. So I'm moving her on as well. I think the packaging is extremely cute. Oh, guys, it's come to that time where my lips are just like, don't do this to me. And to be honest with you, I want to be 100% fair and consistent with getting you guys true review of what I feel and what I like for the red lipsticks. And I feel like pushing my lips further from this won't necessarily help me present them to you guys to the best of my capability. So I think I'm gonna try one more, and then I'm gonna try to break this into a second part to this video. So let's get on with it. I wanna try a matte one, and I think I'm gonna do the NYX Professional Makeup. This is called, let's see, Perfect Red. Girl, is it? Are you? Are we? Is it? Oh my goodness, let's see. So first and foremost, I like the little beak at it. It looks like a little bird's beak. I think it works really cute. Let's see, it's brand new. I've never used this. It does hug the lip really well with that little beak section. Questionable lip lining, like I said, be warned. Do I think this is the perfect red? NYX girl. I think this is a really beautiful red, but I don't know if it's my perfect red. I love the balance that it has in tone. I just wish it was a little bit more vibrant.